So crazy how some people actually get away with murder. It blows my mind. I can imagine someone telling me they killed another person and I don't go and report to the police. I'm a snitch. I am a snitch. A friend of mine, now ex-friend, confessed to killing his own newborn baby. And the reason that he did it was because he wanted his wife to feel what it was like to lose someone she cared about. You killed your child to teach your wife a lesson. You see, one thing I hate about petty people is how everything just seems to be a competition of pettiness. Like, you made me feel like this, you must feel the same way. Now, this one has taken it way overboard by killing his own child to prove a point. And then women are the emotional ones. It's not even funny because they killed the child, but like, let's read the story. Hey! While they were engaged before their wedding was to happen, she took a trip that was pre-planned to Europe with her parents. While she was over there, his father had a heart attack and died. And he thought that she was going to come back for the funeral, but she couldn't. She apologized and said that she would see him when she got back. They got married, and probably a year into the marriage, 2 years since his father had died, she got pregnant. 9 months later, they had a baby. 2 years and 9 months went by. She went shopping with her mother. While she was gone, he smothered the baby, the 2-year-old. They deemed it was caused by SIDS. I don't know what that is. And after the funeral, she was in the nursery. She was crying, and he came in and said, "You know what it's like now to lose a loved one." And he told her that I killed our baby because you wouldn't come home to be with me when my father died. So now this is the person that shared the story. To me, he got off easy because they deemed he had some kind of psychotic shit going on in his brain. Typical mental health issue excuse. Prosecutor was smart and did point out that this was murder, 2 years and 9 months in the making. Like, bro, what the hell? What the actual hell? I have no words. Now let's talk about the fiance, or was it the fiance? The girlfriend or whatever. Now wife. Let's talk about her trip to Europe. Sometimes when we're going through the craziest shit ever, we want the people we love to be there for us and help us like get through those things. But I don't understand how you would harbor that kind of hatred in your heart and wait patiently, kill your own child just to prove a point. If you couldn't take that the person you love couldn't be there for you to help you go through what you were going through, why not just leave them? I'm guessing he couldn't because he wanted to make her feel exactly how he was feeling. I'm glad he's in jail, but that doesn't bring back the child. You know what? Let's move on to the next confession. About a month after our wedding, the wife and I headed for a night away in a city about an hour from us. Checked into the hotel, got changed, and headed to a bar. She was wearing a long dress with a very low-cut revealing top, no bra, showing off plenty of tits, and if you were at the right angle, a full-on view of them. We got into the bar, took a seat, and got a drink when a guy came over, hugged my wife, and asked her how married life was. Why didn't this guy respect the presence of a newly married woman's husband and hugged her? Also, her dress. We need to talk about her dress, but not on this channel. She introduces him as a guy who works in the same company but in the head office that was in the city. He's obviously staring at her tits as they talk, and she was quite uncomfortable. He leaves and she says we should try somewhere different. He returns with a drink for us, hangs around for a couple of minutes, taking every chance to look down her top. He soon returns to his table, and I notice the group of them looking over and laughing, obviously telling his two mates how he saw his co-worker's tits. Yikes. We finish our drinks and the wife is insistent that we move bars. That was the last I heard of him for about 4 years. One day out of the blue, my wife had missed sleeping with someone. I still don't know why she chose that particular time to tell me. I asked who, where, when, and how it happened. Turns out it was the fucker at the bar. 4 months before we got married, at the company Christmas party, they slept together, slipped off to his room, and she let him have her. So I was sitting in the bar that night we met him, thinking he was just trying to see her tits. Little did I know that he had been sucking them a few months earlier. He was obviously telling his mates when they looked over and laughed. Yeah, he was. This is the worst kind of betrayal. And not just because she's cheated and now telling him, but because the person she was cheating with was laughing in his face with his friends. Lord knows I'd want to go back in time. I want to go back in time and punch dude in the face. Like, this is not okay. Why did the other guy go and tell his friends? I thought bro code existed. His bro code card needs to be taken away from him. Because what do you mean you're laughing? If you're doing something as sneaky as that, you keep your mouth shut and keep it pushing. I'm not condoning cheating, but at the same time, you've already done it. Why are you trying to embarrass this dude? Now my guess is they were still messing around, or are still messing around prior to the time we found out, and maybe his wife or somebody is threatening to let the cat out of the bag and tell you, and now she's telling you before what gets out and you hear it. That, oh my gosh. I really hope you're no longer with her, because that is very embarrassing. Now imagine how embarrassing it would be if you take her back and then this dude still sees you and they're still messing around. Hey, you guys, single people there are enjoying. We sleep all at night. We wake up knowing that nobody's cheating on us. We're not stressing about anything. Like this can't be life, bro. You can't be with somebody and then all of a sudden they're betraying you like this, and then you lay beside them at night. That's some scary ass shit. Like, bro. A friend had told me for years about the dark secret in his past that he can't tell anybody. Eventually, he felt comfortable enough to confess, and he really was not exaggerating. When he was young, he raped his younger sister. Huh? The family knew about it and they all got counseling and stuff at the time. He and his sister are friends now, but yes, what the actual... Please, counseling. So the boy's punishment was what? The counseling? They're friends now. She's going to live with that forever. Like, she's never going to forget that. It's going to traumatize her. It's going to eat her up at night when she's asleep and nobody's there. And then he told you, well, even if you report him, it's going to be too late, like with the whole like rape accusation thing. Damn. Hopefully the counseling helped the girl, but your friend is still a rapist and he probably would rape more people. My grandfather was killed in a bar when my father was still a toddler. The official story was that he was murdered over a pinball game. Back then, pinball was pretty serious, I guess. It was not until recently my grandmother confessed on her deathbed that my grandfather actually killed someone and buried the body days before his own demise. He was actually killed in retaliation for a murder that he committed. My grandmother kept this secret for almost 65 years. Okay, old people have a lot of secrets, and people in our generation will one day be old people as well, and they will have their own secrets. You may have your own secrets that you would confess on your deathbed. Why not just confess right now? Send me DM on Instagram. My cousin might actually be my uncle. Crazy. His mom boinked my... What the hell is boinked? Anyways, his mom boinked my grandfather not long before she discovered her pregnancy. There hasn't been a paternity test, but my cousin learned about it and it fucked him up. Edit, for clarity, the mom married into the family, so when they did the deed, it was as father and daughter-in-law. Crazy. This is the end of today's confession stories. If you want me to do more videos like this, let me know in the comment section. It's been real. Like, comment, subscribe, share to your friends, and see you in my next video.